Friday, everyone. I'm here with the book of this week, and this week I am chatting about Spiritual Growth by Sanaya Roman. So Sanaya Roman channels someone called Oren, and I love the messages of this book because to me the messages are similar to the angelic messages. They're coded with unconditional love, free will, compassion. They are not coded with rules and regulations and you must do this and you must do that. So I'm very particular about who I read and listen to, and the tone and the frequency of the messages. So I muscle tested what I needed to chat to you guys about. So this book is broken into a whole lot of little chapters, and I think there's about 35. So I muscle tested what I needed to chat about today, and I got this chapter here, allowing your higher good. So at the end of each chapter there is a little meditation, so I thought it would be fun to do that today, that I will read out just at the end, and you guys can follow along or come back at another time if you don't have much time today. So what it talks about here in this particular chapter is that your higher self is always leading you to your higher good. Your higher self loves you and wants you to have every good thing you can allow into your life. Think of how it feels to give a small child something, or a pet, a favorite pet. They allow you to love them without feeling they must give you something in return. You feel good and grow from being able to give to them. It is the same with your higher self. So it wants to give you every good thing you can imagine and more. Then she goes on to chat about that many of us need to learn how to receive. Most of you have received less than 2% of good things your higher self can give you. So that's a pretty huge revelation to read that. So in other words, there's no end to the goodness that you can receive and abundance. And of course, abundance comes in so many ways. It's not just financial. You deserve to have a wonderful life filled with love, abundance, good friends, excellent health and loving relationships. Your higher self is completely abundant, and as you open to your higher good, you are aligning with your higher self. Start by believing that a good life is naturally yours, not something you have to earn or pay for. It is the higher plan of the universe for all beings to have lives of beauty, harmony, and abundance. The principle of allowing is very important. You allow things into your life easily and effortlessly all the time. There are many things you think you deserve, and you do not think twice about having them. For instance, you may have all the food you want, good friends, respect and support from others, and many creative ideas. You can increase the good you bring into your life by learning how to allow yourself to have what you want. Although you easily allow abundance in some areas, there are other things you think you do not deserve that you must work hard for. You deserve the greatest things you can imagine just as much as you deserve all of the smaller things. So then she goes on to say to yourself, I now allow more good things. Everything happens for your higher good. So I'm just highlighting some of the, she's got some big writing here in the book. Allow people to give to you. Allow people to be any way they want to be. Give all the people in your life permission to be who they are. As you do, you increase your ability to love and accept yourself just as you are. As you accept and love yourself, you raise your vibration and attract more good into your life. Accept the things that you can't change and look for the good in them. For example, if you take a vacation and it rains the whole time, when you have planned on sunshine, look for the gifts in the new conditions rather than bemoaning your bad luck. So once again, appreciation and gratitude, which we all know, unless you've been living under a rock, how important that is. So if there's one thing I've learned about healing in the last year or so is that we can actually make our vibration be one of stress and emotional hardship and complaining and lack and all that misery stuff. If we've trained ourselves to look for that, then that's what we bring into our experience. So it really is an honouring of, okay, I need to change this trajectory. I need to change my neuro pathways to have a less stressed state, or to focus on the good. And if it means, when people talk about gratitude journals, that's what they're talking about. But it's not only writing it, it's the feeling, it's the sensation. And as you'll notice when I go through this meditation, she does touch on the feelings. So just to finish, your higher self loves you and wants to give you true happiness, deep inner joy, and all the love you can imagine. Acknowledge every time you receive something, knowing that you deserve to have it and you have allowed it to come. As you learn to allow small things into your life, you can learn to allow bigger things as well, such as your spiritual growth and a life filled with laughter, abundance, and love. The more you open to the feelings of allowing and deserving, the more rapidly you will grow and be your higher self. And to be honest, really the last couple of months, I have so much focused on harnessing my intuition and my connection to my angels. To me, that is the most priceless thing that you can have, really, because if you have that connection, your direct connection, you're not going to external sources. You do get the guidance for your next steps. Whether you listen and take that guidance is a whole nother topic. But to me, if there was anything that I could choose to have, it's increased psychic abilities, because it's just so important. There is so much external noise. There is so much collective dredge that it's like a soup that we're in every day. So really it is rising above that. It's rising above, it's creating a new pathway. It's not doing what everybody else does. And often that means you'll get resistance from other people because no one wants you to be different. Everyone wants you to stay the same, because then it means they have to work on themselves. So having said that, 2 things that I suggest that you do before this meditation is to sit down and write a few things of what you like, because she does talk about tuning into the feeling of what you want. So it's kind of good even if you write 2 or 3 things down, so that when you go into the meditation, you know what to focus on. And after the meditation, walk around your home and grab 10 things that you want to donate or sell or remove, because one thing that you need to remember is that the new version of you is, if your home is the older version of you, and you're, like let's say your home is a 2022 version of you, but you've done all this growth and learning and change, and you're the 2024 version of you, but your surroundings are not in that alignment, it's kind of going to be like it's not fitting, and there'll be resistance and you'll feel crap. So a lot of people talk about decluttering as a way to bring in more abundance, to create space for good things and new things, to create clarity. So certainly that is one step that a lot of people do bypass. Okay, so that's my suggestion. That's my add-on. It's not in the book, but that just comes from my energy healing work. Okay, so settle down, find a comfortable place. If you don't have time to listen to this now, come back to it. And of course, if you can put some little background music, I don't know how to do that on the video. Oh, actually, I might be able to do it. I might be able to do it when I post it to Instagram. Okay, so just closing your eyes and taking a deep belly breath. Okay, and when you take that deep belly breath, just making sure that it's slow and low, breathing in, and then doing an audible sigh to breathe out, and just bring your body into this space and time. Okay, so sit quietly, take a deep breath, and imagine you are opening your heart to allow good things into your life. Think of something you easily receive into your life. Observe the feeling of receiving on as many levels as you can. How does your body feel when you receive? Does your breathing or posture change? How do you feel emotionally? Can you enhance this feeling of receiving? Staying with this feeling of receiving, mentally invite and give permission for good things to come to you. Imagine yourself receiving all the good things your higher self has for you. Notice how much you can receive, and let yourself open to receive even more. Open to new thoughts, more harmonious emotions, physical energy, and abundance in every area of your life. As you do, you become one with the abundance of your higher self. As you draw in these good things, imagine you are creating space, mentally, emotionally, and physically, for them. All you need do is imagine you are opening up the energy around you to create room for these good things when they come. Imagine your higher self is handing you a silver chalice filled with life force energy and complete abundance. When you are ready to have more in your life, drink from it. Fill yourself up with as much abundance and energy as you can receive. As you come back to the room, feel yourself opening to receive even more good things and affirm that you are ready to have them. Okay, so what I suggest you do is probably listen along a couple of times with me reading it out, but ideally you want to tune in and tap into that. Like if you're driving in the car, switch the radio off, put on some meditation music and visualize having the things that you want. This is like it's something that you do over and over. It's not a one and done. It's not like, okay, I tune in, why hasn't my stuff come? It's a retraining. That's what I said at the start. It's a retraining of what the good you want to bring in. It's a retraining of focusing on all the flowers, on the stars, on the trees, on the sunshine. It's a refocusing of, look at how much good there is, and I want more of this in my life, and I'm going to focus and appreciate what is already around me right now in this moment. I'm not just going to live on autopilot in scarcity mentality, whinging about my job and how much I hate it and how much I can't afford to pay my bills. I'm going to shift it. Even if that's my reality, I'm going to shift it and focus on the good stuff, on a fridge full of food, on a warm home, on being able to freely walk around the neighborhood and not feel scared. That's what I'm talking about. It's a conscious moment by moment thing. It's not just dipping into a meditation once a week and then hoping your life changes. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Please leave me any feedback below. I would love to hear what you think. Okay, have a lovely Friday, everybody.